Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, I'm Mochamad Imran Anan from Class 6B English Education Department, and this is my video to fulfill final assignment of English for Islamic Studies project. In this video, I'm gonna review my article about the Quranic investigations, reformism, and women in 20th century in Indonesia. Well, the title is explained about Hamka's tafsir on passages and passage that relate to women issue reveals that perhaps it's fit to consider him as a poet that championed women's rights in Southeast Asia. Far from using the ideologies of Western feminisms, Hamka not only constructed a Southeast Asian Muslim female identity that is deeply rooted in the Islamic tradition, but one that also recognizes indigenous moral cultural norms, or we can say adat. He did not call for a woman to lead the prayer in mixed congregation. He thought men are always the leader, or qam, as imam, in marriage because of their biological and emotional composition. However, Hamka didn't use his exegesis to promote and justify men's patriarchal control over women. He strongly reminded us that both Islam and Southeast Asian indigenous adat grant respect, freedom, and equality to women. With the long history that accompanied women's involvement, it's not unusual to make the case for gender equality and freedom based on Islamic ideals and indigenous culture as the springboard for greater equality and freedom to women in Southeast Asia. Anthony Reid pointed at the unique pattern of gender relations among Southeast Asian women across tradition and culture through their autonomy and economic contribution. Southeast Asian Muslim women were believed to have greater opportunities and freedom than women elsewhere in Asia or the Muslim world. During early colonialism, these women exhibit varying degrees of freedom and power in marriage and divorce, trading, combat resistance, state diplomacy, and ruling. In the early 20th century, signs of greater freedom and empowerment were visible. Discussion about Indonesia's future include the issue of freedom to socialize between genders while honoring the limit of such socialize. In addition, moderate Islam was understood to allow women to play important public role. This attitude is unique to Indonesia. In most Islamic countries, especially those in Middle East, Islamic resurgence often means reducing women's role to those domestic sphere. Likewise, Muhammadiyah's female wings, Asia, aspired for Muslim women to become independent economically and in making decisions. Even in Japanese culture, did consider women to be inferior, weak, and submissive, and impose serving in the back. These expectations were believed to be derived from the pre-Islamic Hindu code of ethics and morale, which were meant to be practiced within the Japanese royal court, and therefore may not depict the realities for all women with an established history that demonstrate a respectful view of women. It is not surprising to see that Hamkas never faulted women for their problem. He made a balancing call that emphasized the mutual responsibility of both genders in creating happiness and tranquility in material relations. He challenged the adat-based polygamy practice that men mistreat the pilot woman right causes them emotional and psychological suffering. Hamkas believed in the complementary role that both genders play in creating civil society in Southeast Asia. His writing also synthesized that manifests the symbolic link post-exegetical approach and modern one. The result was interpretation of the Quran that speaks to the Southeast Asia indigenous Muslim culture, while being firmly rooted within Islamic intellectual tradition and modesty reform. Okay guys, I think that's all my video. Thank you so much for watching this review. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.